As long as we've all stopped dancing now, why don't we sit down while I explain to you what our next act is all about. I don't know if you could handle it standing up. Are you ready for moleism? I'm not kidding, moleism. Okay, now you're wondering what it's all about, right? Well, okay. It's bigger than a bread box. They're able to leap musical scales in a single bound. They're the Silver Moles. That's right. They're a power pop, rock fusion, socio-political rock band. The original concept for moleism was founded back in 1978 in Europe, and it was done by Keith Ninesling and they were aided by writer Susan Munitz when they penned their first song, the one we're about to hear in just a couple of minutes. It's called Dead Man's Clothes. Since moleism is a concept as well as music, it took them about a year and a half, and it wasn't until 1980 when the band first made their public appearance, and that was in a club in New York City. After a few performances, the underground cult of moleism began. Now you're probably wondering, what is this guy talking about? Frankly, so am I. So the best thing I can tell you is, why don't we just sit back, watch the video of the Silver Moles doing Dead Man's Clothes.
When I was a young man with a dirty running nose, never thought I'd heard those dead man's clothes. In my time, I reached the side of lows, but I reached the high status wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reached the high status wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reached the high status wearing dead man's clothes. When the freezing rain falls, when the wicked wind blows, you know you'll be warm or wearing dead man's clothes. Beneficial for your hands and your feet and your toes when you snuggle down warmly in those dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reach the high status wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reach the high status wearing dead man's clothes. I dream in calm repose, knowing in my closet hangs those dead man's clothes. When I died, on my wardrobe dispose, call my friends and distribute my dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reach the higher status wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reach the higher status wearing dead man's clothes. Likes to do it froze, knowing that her suitors wear those dead man's clothes. A scintillating image that burns with fevered glow is the sight of a dapper Negro wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reach the higher status wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. I reach the higher status wearing dead man's clothes. Tous les vêtements morts, son visage à l'expression forte, quand il regarde les vêtements morts. Les vêtements morts, les vêtements morts, tu sais qu'il aime ça, tous les vêtements morts. Les vêtements morts, les vêtements morts, tu sais qu'il aime ça, tous les vêtements morts. An eternal theme like happiness and woe can be apprehended in those dead man's clothes. Everyone knows how crawling king snake goes. You can bet the author's wearing those dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's clothes. To reach the high status wearing dead man's clothes. Dead man's clothes, dead man's